is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. And the Browns getting set to go. Right to the air is Mahomes. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny. And
that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack had just 6 sacks in 7 games in 2021 due to a foot injury. Now he's in Los Angeles with the Chargers, and they believe they have themselves the best 1-2 combo in football, with he and Joey Bosa coming off the edge.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you know the psyche of these quarterbacks can be very fragile at times. We wonder how he'll react now. Pick 6 on the very first throw for him of the game.
And I think his teammates are just staring at him right now, wanting to know what his psyche is. They're going to check his body language. They're going to see how he reacts. Best thing he can do is probably go to the bench and crack a joke. Just let him know, hey, I'm okay. We're going to be fine, because he has to bounce back from it. But if he takes it too seriously, he's probably going to go right in the tank.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Called it the 21. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Right back to Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Let's go, man. All right, who is now? Let's ride, dog. Every day. Let's do what we do every day. It's showtime, baby. Oh, now. Oh, ain't that something? I know you. Hey, rock and roll, baby. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go. Pay attention.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got him in. Complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Eckler. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. And we pick up a couple and leaves him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Eckler. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him on the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Down here near the goal line, you don't think of a quarterback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the quarterbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. Just over 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Yellow.
Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Mahomes. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Mahomes will throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Mahomes to throw it. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. With the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Dak going to start out going to the air. Slant to Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
From the 29, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Elliott once more. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a nicer run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll run it with Elliott. And this this is going to come up well short as they stop it on 4th down. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, now Brady. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2nd down at 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 8. From the 27, Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count.
And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's go, man. Let's get it done. Come on with it, man. It's one play. Let's go, baby. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this, man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Brady now on first down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Brady to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 4. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Cowboy first down there, Prescott to Gallup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Eckler now between the tackles. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing now is Brady.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent during the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott. It's caught here by Adams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Prescott looks to throw right away. Fighting to stay upright. Now he's flushed out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some time.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get it.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
All right, go get him now. Playmaker, step up right now. You got to be big. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some love. And let's go do this thing, baby. This is where you step up right here, baby. Let's go, man.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Throwing, Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On play action, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. After 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Hopkins' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Take it in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry your...
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Rodgers now on first down.
Open man downfield is Hill.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Don't stop that motor. Get something together. Let's do it, man. You ready to run? Here we go. That's right. Don't wait for nobody else to make it. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, now how about this return?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with great starting field position, one time out of their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he sees the Cowboys starting job in 2021. 78 catches, were third in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here is Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we've reached the intermission of what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Rodgers throw there. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Rodgers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 44, Rodgers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's the end of the third quarter.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's do it. Here we go. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 16. A minute 47 on the clock. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. The handoff, it's Eckler. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. It's Eckler again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Rodgers going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. Come on, baby. Get low.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.